Well, here we are, 2020, and we are at Forest Pool in Limoges. So yeah, brilliant. It's been a lot of planning to come down to sort this trip. We were originally supposed to come in June, but the COVID put a stop to that. So luckily enough, we were given the opportunity to extend our holiday, and it is now August. So we are here, actually I think it's August the 1st today. And yeah, Forest Pool. So first impressions, absolutely lovely. Quite, relatively small, tranquil lake. As you see, the trees and bits and pieces in the bottom.
You should have on camera one just topping right
One
out.
just topped. Gary is behind me. You'll see Gaz in a minute. One just topped out. We've already seen quite a few fish moving, and yeah, so we're here for the week. It's nice and comfortable. So I really like to say, probably before I start off, I'd like to thank Nikki for letting us have the opportunity to rebook our holiday and offer us another date. I mean, if some of you guys have been out there, maybe if you've lost your holiday, obviously sorry, but all we can say, dealing with Nikki, absolutely fantastic. Let us come back again, actually, and even let's put a very light deposit down when we booked it. So first of all, thanks for that. Yeah, Gaz is here. Come on, mate. Come on. Here he is. Look, here he is, Mr. C. Here he is. We are Bill and Ben. So here we are, and we'll see what we can catch for this week. It's very scenic. The one thing we noticed about it straight away is this: nothing. It is absolutely, apart from a little bit of wind in the tree, you can't hear a thing. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's absolutely fantastic. Very quiet. Lovely. I mean, some lakes say it's really quiet, and the next one there's a motorway about 5 miles away and you can hear it all night, but this is absolutely silent. We'll have a quick look. So obviously Mr. C later, he's going to catch some. So just behind us here, the accommodation, there it is. We have a lodge, clean and tidy, exactly what you need. Cooker, fridge, shower, toilet, so it's very handy. Everything's convenient. So enough talk. Let's see how we get on this week. Nice one. Let's get on with it.
So here we are. Ian is into a fish and is playing a fish that he thinks is a very small fish. And I have to say, he's looking like it. And also, I don't think it's a carp. Then we haven't seen it at all yet. Maybe it's bigger than Ian thinks it is. I had a feeling it was a catfish.
So did I. So did I.
And it is. Well, actually, more like a kitten.
Still got a bit of fighting, as these cats do. Dogged little brutes. Don't go under there.
This would be rather annoying if it was all happening at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Not really what I want now. There. Oh.
I saw a 15-pound catfish in the catch report. This could well be that very fish.
Oh, there goes a landing net.
And the landing net's gone pop. Let's get and sort that out. There we go. Ian's blank has been avoided on the first day, which is always good.
Deaf for that.
Yeah.
Good job I brought me own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Morning. this is our first morning now. So what's happened so far is the one cat for me, which Gary got on video. Gary did have his first fish, and it was a carp, 31 pounds, so it was nice to get a carp off the cat. I don't really want too many catfish. Also, Gary had, while we were sorting the carp out which he caught, trying to unhook it, his other rod went, but he lost that one. And also last night he said he had one right at the net, a carp again, and that hook pulled. So he's had the 3 runs and the 1 carp. I've just had the 1 catfish. So at the moment I am to the left of the monk. I haven't seen 1 fish on my side from the monk down. It was a bit of a no-brainer really which one looked the better swim, which is the right hand side up towards the pads. All the fish that are showing, I've been up that end because the pads are up there. It looks very carpy. So I mean, Gary's gone in there for now. There's a swim up the far in there which I could go on. It could cut Gary off a little bit, so we have to play it steady. Like I said, if all the fish do come up there and I don't get anything, maybe like I said, we can swap, but it's not a problem at the moment. I've been to the other side of the lake. So I'm fishing 2 rods. You can have 3, but I think I don't want to cut myself off, so 2 at the start with. So yeah, my catfish did come across from the other side, and that's where I had my other rod. But I did notice down by the monk, actually a carp topped down by the monk, and I saw some bubbles, so it was an obvious thing to move it. So and it's easy to bait. I can just chuck the boilies in to bait down there. So that's what's going on. Yeah. So actually, we can have a quick wander down to see Mr. C, and you can see it's nice and comfortable here. It's not track, so all the nets are provided. Let's have a little wander. It's quite sunny already. It's only early, it's about 7:30, so it's going to be a warm day, but we can't moan about that. Here he is, look, the great man of angling himself.
On in.
Here he is, the legend of carp fishing. Yeah. So yeah, as we can see down here in Gary's swim, it's all the pads. It just it does look a bit better. We saw loads of fish topping and that down this end. So yeah, but we've both caught, so we're doing okay. And we only got here yesterday afternoon, so it does take a little bit of figuring. Just get your head around, keep watching the water. But we're off with a decent carp and a little cat. So there are some bigger cats in. I don't really want them, but in fact I don't want them, but they're in here if I get one. Then we deal with it. Day 1 still. Actually, it is now about 7:10, and no more fish. Really. Oh, and there's one topped. Maybe I just missed it in the viewfinder. But that's what they've been doing all day. They've been topping, jumping, carp, sturgeon. We've seen lots of catfish around our bait. In fact, really today probably blown it. It was, the conditions were probably as ideal as you're going to get them this time of year. We had a little bit of rain, a bit of wind. It's overcast. Perfect conditions, we still blew it. But anyway, it's still only 7:15, so fish are just starting to move again. They've been quiet for a little while. We've 100% fishing now. We have had a little trip out, life jacket on. We went out in the boat, and our spots are good. In fact, over by the lily pads, it's actually very surprising. It was really sandy, firm. So your presentation is good in the middle. Goes a bit deeper towards the dam, obviously, and but still good presentation. So I've dropped them in hand play. So we're fishing with 2 rods each. Still 2 rods each, and yeah, see how it goes. So it's probably that time now. Gone past 7 to have a beer. Obviously have a couple of beers, sensible drinking, unlike we did in Bourges. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, it's Sunday to Sunday here at Forest Pool. Saturday night, if you ever want somewhere to stay, Bourges is a good place, 2 hours really from Limoges. We stayed in the Hotel Panetta, quite a quirky little place, safe car parking as well. You lock the gates so your car's in there, so you don't have to unload all your gear. So, little beep from Gary's rods. So yeah, actually we went out in Bourges and probably drunk too much. I didn't exactly spring out a bit, but anyway, that was a no fishing night. So, but yeah, they're quite nice. So, still going. First day, 1 fish to me. How many for you?
1.
One. You've only one. Here he is.
I've only had 1.
There he is. Look, the legend, the leg end. How many runs you had?
Oh yeah. Caught 1.
Caught 1.
Lost 3.
Lost 3. It's good going, isn't it? That takes some pulling off.
One was a sturgeon.
One was a sturgeon. Yeah. Oh well. At least he's had a carp. I haven't. I've had a catfish. Right. See what we can do.
But at least it hasn't fucking leapt in the air.
I haven't seen this fish yet.
It's really not that big. Oh, I don't know. It's not. Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Well, it's definitely a carp. Because we've had a few catfish. I had a sturgeon last night. Which wasn't particularly welcome. But carp, always welcome. Actually the lake this morning was a lot less movement than yesterday, so
Don't go over there.
I should just help. Just to see with the net. Passing in the net. And it's snagged. It's in there. Woo.
Good.
Quite time for the camera. Blow me, I'm unfit. I'm crumbing them. So yeah, nice start.
Not the biggest.
After a mixed night for Gaz and me last night.
Yeah.
Had a few moments of how did that happen? Probably some rubbish angling and some bad luck. I lost one. Well, no, on my rod. Gary quickly picked it up because I just gone in the lodge and it snapped off. Then I had a sturgeon. I had a couple of other runs, but didn't strike it. Anyway, this is Gaz's fish. I'm going to get it weighed. We'll take a photograph. And it's a nice start for this morning. That's a lovely morning. It's going to be a hot one, I'd imagine, but there we go. So we got a fish. Good.
So here we go. Ian's into
We're hoping a carp.
hopefully a carp. Beautiful morning.
Doesn't seem to be charging around like the sturgeon. Famous last words. This is the life, isn't it? Playing it in the daylight, in the sun. And it's my left-hand rod. No, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, which is the one to the pads, yeah, because that one went to the monk. So really, I could do a drop in that. Keep away from that rod. Got a whole lake to go, don't go where that other line is.
It'll always find the place you don't want it to go.
Serial escape artists. Well, this is nice, isn't it?
Hmm.
Now I have to play it in the pitch black with no socks.
It is a carp.
Not one of the monsters, but I don't care. Don't go over that line.
He's a feisty chap.
Yeah, for a little one. Saw that net.
Yeah. Nice little shower for you.
You don't want to go in that net, does he?
He's not keen.
The fish are healthy.
Yeah, they're nice, certainly all nice looking fish. Lovely.
That's the way to do it.
Weigh this one, get a photo, all good. So here we are, about 2 hours after the last fish. Ian is into another fish. Same spot, off the pads. All our carp, assuming this is a carp. And it does look like it's behaving like a carp. Assuming that it is, all our fish have been off the pads. Exactly as Nikki said, actually. Just
Dual purpose camera and net, man, well done.
yeah, just collect the landing net that
Put it,
we
you know,
foolishly
it's so far away from me. Poor form. Thank you, cameraman.
we foolishly left over there when we were unhooking the last one.
Up on the surface. Unusual. It's a foul. His tail's wrapped around or something. Just under the surface.
I saw that.
It's like foul hooked him or something. I don't know.
Grass carp?
No.
No, it's definitely a carp. Lead may have popped off, maybe. No bad thing.
No.
No, it's not foul hooked.
No.
It's a tench, isn't it? No, it's not.
That's a little carp.
Little carp.
Probably the smallest carp in the lake.
Yeah. He obviously has to eat when the bigger boys are asleep. Nice work. Slickly done.
Nice one, second carp of the day. Let's get it unhooked. Well, Tuesday afternoon, or well, Tuesday evening, about 7:30. So, yeah, of course, it's been a hot one today. Blimey, yeah, that's hot, and it's actually still hot now. So, so today, yeah, the two carp I caught. It's nice to get a carp after the sturgeon and the catfish. So, I'm on that, and both off the same spot. So it's nice to find a spot which you think could produce, well, has produced. So if you feel a bit better about your confidence, putting them on that spot. So, yeah, that's good. The carp were £20, 8 ounces, and I had one at 29.10, so just under the 30. But you know, I'm well happy with that. So yeah, feel a bit more positive. Got, you know, when you find a spot, you're happy. You think, good, right? That's one done. I've been trying to get the spot on this near bank to us by the monk going. I keep trickling bait out, but I can't. I haven't had anything yet. It would be nice to get that one done. Get a take off there, so I can get some confidence, and instead of sending all the, well, I'm still only using 2 rods, and so is Gary. Instead of just putting them all over the other sides, but I'll stick with that tonight. So the rods are out. I've just topped up with a little bit of bait, walked around the other side, a bait spoon, chucked a few boilies and some pellets out. So let's see what tonight brings. So yeah, good, nice to catch a carp. That's what we're here for, not sturgeon and catfish. Right, Gary's into a fish. He is at the moment on the edge of them lilies. It's disturbing the lilies. It may be a catfish. Might be out. Yep. So let's pan round to Gaz. Wasn't slow. He's gone up a bit high on the bank. There he is. By the look of the bend in the rod and the fight, it probably is could be a cat.
I never no carp go. I got it out once, it went straight back in again.
Okay. It's from the angle of the line. I do think it's out. If we can see the line, come back in, nice and slow. Yeah, it's definitely out. There are some quite big cats in here. Yeah, it's middle water. I don't know if you can see the line going across the surface. Big disturbance there in the water.
Yeah, just to take my other line.
He's coming this way to keep away from his other rod. Yeah, so which shifts me over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this camera down. It comes another thing just topped up, and I'm going to out Gary net it. So we'll catch up with what it was there. It's definitely a cat. Yeah, so we'll cut this and we'll get back to you with what it was. So see you in a sec. Walking back, so we just got that cat in for gas. It was £30. It's not one of the real big ones in here, but he was, well, I say he's not much luck with a catfish, so I think that's probably his biggest one. So yeah, good luck to you. You can catch as many as you want. But yeah, that's what it was. So £30 cat. Yeah, okay. It's a good time, you know, still like, he can get his rod back in and that's it's not too bad. So yeah, I suppose he's happy. Nice one, catfish. Well, Wednesday morning, sun's out. I don't know what time it is, probably 10:30, something like that. So last night I had a run before I went to bed, and long story short, it cut me off. So I don't know, it's about the second time I've been cut off in the same spot, but it's the same place where I've caught 2 fish. So I'll wander around there, see if I can see anything, you know, what I've hit. But it might be nothing. I was slightly off my rods. I didn't get there as quick as I would have wanted to, and maybe it got into a snag. I've changed my line anyway, just in case. In fact, I had an old spool of X line, so I've changed from the Gardner HD line to put some fluorocarbon on and gone for that. And then I went to bed and I had a catfish, and it was probably about £12, and that probably would have been at 1 in the morning, and I put my rod on the floor and went to bed. So that was the end of that. I know that's a bit lazy, come all this way, but I thought I'm going to have a nice night's sleep, so that's what I did. Now Mr. C has just caught a carp. How big was it?
25.6.
25.6, so we're down in his swim, which a common this time, first one of them. So we have that's the first common. And in his swim, most of the fish still have not, and I've not seen one fish move or top left of the monk. And guess who's fishing there? But hang on, I'm nicking a bit of Gary's water anyway, so and I can move to the other swim if I wanted to. So would you like to come and explain your momentous, and actually, hey, look, how that, you know, he's brought some new gear, this man, these t-shirts, Carp Brothers. We've got some Carp Brothers gear. We brought it before we come back, because when we was at Tender Landers, the man caught a lovely common, about £46, and he had this scruffiest thing on, so you've got to tidy, if you want to come with me, you've got to look the part. So here we go, Carp Brothers. I've got one as well. You might see in the picture. So we tidied him, so anyway, that's enough, I think. So the capture, would you like to talk us through this momentous capture?
Well, not that momentous really, but fishing in the pads.
Fishing in the pads.
Yeah, boilie, single boilie. I had to put it back out because a £1 catfish twisted my line up last night, so I put it back out.
£1 catfish. You need that in the night, don't you?
Yeah. So I had to put it out this morning, and we're starting to think it's probably getting a bit too warm now, and suddenly off she went. Yeah,
off
nice
she went.
Fish. Needed that.
Yeah, nice. We're here for carp really. The others are coming on. We had a sturgeon as well.
Yeah.
We forgot the sturgeon. We had the old Nicola. We had a Nicola sturgeon. Yeah, in the night. So okay, I didn't say you had a catfish in the night and a sturgeon.
And a £25 catfish yesterday evening.
And yeah, okay. Oh well, there we go. I'd rather not, but
Yeah.
you know what? I said that about catfish. If I wanted to go catfishing, I'd bring my catfishing gear, I'd have my catfishing stuff, and I don't mind them. But when I come carp fishing, I'd rather not. A bit like when I caught that 81 at Badgers, which actually we'll be back to Badgers next year. And next weekend, Olive Mead. I've already been once this year, and you haven't seen the video because I haven't put it on. So I'm going to make one video. So when we come back, we're straight back to Olive Mead in the UK, and I've already done a weekend there, and I caught something. So you have to wait for me to next weekend and edit and put them both on probably about the same time. So we'll carry on. It's Wednesday, it's hot, the sun's shining, we're not at work, thank God, and we don't mind. We're enjoying it. Nice one. Right, so I have discovered how I'm getting cut off. So I'm fishing to the pads. I poke my finger out there, finger in the way. So I'm there, and what I'm getting cut off on is now that. Now that is rock, a little sort of island thing, but sticks out. So yeah, that's the name of my pain, that rock. So I need to pull back slightly, tighten my bait runner, and not let them get there. So there we go. Probably should have discovered that a couple of days ago, but I think now that is what is giving me my cut-offs. So now I know it. Do something about it. The afternoon, yep, and no more so far today. Blimey, it's been hot, and it still is. It's 6:20, and it is still roasting. So I just had a shower, come out, so it hasn't cooled down anymore. So we're going to get the baits out now and see what tonight can bring. Hopefully, no catfish, maybe a big carp. So Wednesday night, sticking with it. Nothing so far this afternoon, or nothing earlier this morning. So yeah, I think that when this heat though, the evening time and morning is probably the best bet, up to about 11 o'clock. Then really, blimey, it's been hot. So but we'll stick with it. It's going to cool down soon. We'll see if we can get ourselves a carp. Thursday morning, probably about 7:30, 8:15. And actually, I said it was really quiet. I think I mess it up because every day now from about 7:30 in the morning we've got a bloke with a chainsaw down there every day. But it's in the woods, so. But generally, it is very quiet down here. So last night, probably about 10 o'clock, a run, same spot, off the pads. Had it on for about 5 seconds, bing! So that is now, I think, it's a bit of a... Well, I don't know, I sat right by my rod, probably no joke, for about 3 hours, and I just went back about 10 foot, not very far, and it went off, so I probably got to it, in about 8 seconds, and yeah, ping. So it must have hit that rock again, and I pulled it a bit further away, and I tightened the bait runner right up, and it still done me. So I wasn't that pleased. So that went down in disgust, and I had one rod out, and yeah, about, I think it would have been 3 in the morning. I had a 23-pound 8 common, no, mirror. It's not that difficult, Ian, is it? No, definitely a mirror. And yes, that was good. Sleeping Beauty Gary didn't get up, so I didn't get any further. I don't have a practice with a bit of a new camera, so I need to. He was quite right. He said this one, he should have given me a shot because we need to try the night photography. But yeah, so that was good. I'm up early. Both rods are back out on the spot, and yeah, it's lovely now. Temperature's nice, but it's going to be very hot again today. So I think really between now and 11:30 or so, probably at the most, is our chance, and it'll probably get very hot again. And yeah, that could be it to the evening. But yeah, we're still going. We're doing okay. It's having a nice time. So sticking with it. Friday morning, still at Forest Pool. About 9 o'clock in the morning. It's very bright already. It's going to be another scorcher. I think it's going to be that back in the UK as well. Somebody's saying it's going to be the hottest day ever or something. So yeah, it's going to be a warm day. So yeah, right, last night I had a 20-pound carp, probably about 10:30, and then at midnight I lost one, into heavy fish. I had it on for about 30 seconds or so. I didn't want it to get towards the Rock of Gibraltar over there where I've been losing my fish. I did put a bit of pressure on it, and then the hook pulled. And then I had another run which I struck to nothing. So I tell you what, I think I've lost as many as I've caught, but hey, there we go. It's the way it goes some weeks. So yeah, Friday morning, two more nights, Friday and Saturday, because it's Sunday to Sunday the week here. So we have we have an extra night. So yeah, just having a look across the lake, have a walk down there. So actually for the lake, so there's the 3 swims, two along the dam wall and then one over the far back on the platform across the bridge. And yeah, it's been a nice week, and we can pan round, and the lodge is just there, and a little track goes off up there somewhere. We have had the odd, get me back in, we have had the odd rambler walk past, but they're just minding their business. But apart from that, yeah, really quiet, and a bit of wood cutting going on, so it's been okay. So hopefully we've got time for maybe to get one more of the big fish. So but yeah, it's good. It's been okay, it's been good. So 2 more days, 2 more nights, see what we can get.
I'm plinking about on the old bones, aren't they? I suppose that's why we lose so many heads.
Still Friday morning. And it's the carp, I can see it in the water. We've got a jet fighter keep flying over us. Oh, there he is, right above us now. Don't think it's going to be the biggest fish of the week by the look of it, but nice little mirror. And it's in. All fish welcome. Nice one. That's the way to catch fish in the nice sun. Before it gets too hot, it's going to get hot later, as I said, so it's nice to pick one off now.
Oh, nice mirror.
Nice looking mirror. Get it looked after, get the hook out and get it sorted. Nice one. Morning, it is Saturday morning. This is our last day and last night, and so yesterday's findings. So yesterday afternoon, very hot. In the afternoon I went floater fishing. I went across the other side and also went down to where the other swim is, where the pads are, and cut long story short, I never caught a thing, but there was loads of carp down there, and I had my mixer on top of their heads for like 2 or 3 hours. I stuck at it in the sun, and now to say that in some of the pads I must have seen like 30 carp. They was all like more touching each other. I brought the biscuit in, more or less put it on their mouth, and they wouldn't touch it. I mean, back home you would say that's a certainty, it grabbed that straight away, but absolutely no way would it have it. Whether it could see the line, I don't know. I mean, I didn't even need a controller or anything, so I brought some nice spongy floaters with us, but they wouldn't touch them. I might have a go again this afternoon, because it's interesting fishing it, floater fishing. It's well, I think if you can nab one off the surface, it's almost worth 2 or 3 off the bottom. It sort of takes me back to almost my childhood, catching them wildies and off the surface with crust. So yeah, that didn't work. So last night, usual bit mixed bag. I had a 44-pound catfish, probably about 10 o'clock, 10:30. Early morning I had a 33-pound mirror. Then I lost one. I had a runner, and it came away. So this morning so far, I'm back out to the other side. I had a run. I think it was this is catfish because it felt heavy. I had it on for about 2 minutes or so. It's sort of come to a bit of a stop. So I give it a bit of stick and I got it going again, then bing, it came off. So there must be something mid-water. This is a new one for me because I've lost some fish this week. Probably a mixture of bad luck good work by the fish and probably the occasional bit of clumsy angling or however, but I've lost a lot of fish, more than I think I can ever think me losing. So there we go. So I lost another one this morning, but yeah, two last night and our last day. I think it's going to be another real warm day, so we'll give it a go. But yeah, it's okay, it's doing all right. Probably should have landed a few more than I have, but you know, say sometimes it's if you don't know where some of the snags are, you can't have it. So, I mean, I know if there's one at mid water now, I need to try and get the fish up quick and high. I mean, it's all about playing efficiently. The more stick you give it, the more you get it in, but the more chance you've got of losing. So it's that balancing act. So anyway, nice day. Sort of waffling on. Let's see what we can get. The last one. Oh, Saturday night, our last night. Yeah, it's been a good week. I was just counting. We've had 23 fish. I don't think I've lost more fish. I don't have on a week like this, and Gary's lost a few as well. So we could have had a lot more, but that's the way it goes. So not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's been a good week. It's been a hot week, so fishing during the latter part of the afternoon has been difficult. The float of fishing has been impossible. All but getting the biscuit and chucking it in their mouth, I couldn't do any more. I mean, it was on top of them. So yeah, the French fishing floaters are tricky things, tricky. So yeah, it's been a good week, and next weekend, as I said before, we're back at Olive Mead, so yeah, it's been good. Well, we're getting attacked by, I actually got bit by a wasp today. Yeah, it's been good. I'm pretty sure I'll get a take tonight. Usually get a couple of takes during the evening, so you know, we could end up pushing out to 26, 27 fish by the end of the week. So yeah, it's been great. Thanks to Nikki, and thanks to Atty, who's been coming around, seeing if we're okay, taking our batteries away, charging them up. Just as a heads up, guys, if you come at the forest pool, there is electricity in the lodge, but it's solar panel. You can charge your phone up by USB port, and there is a fridge in there, but there's no you can't charge your boat batteries. But lucky enough, they've been taking them away and charging them. But if I'd known, I probably could have bought me solar panel, but it hasn't really affected us. And there's a boat as well. If you wanted to go and drop them out, you can do that as well. So it's been a good week. We have caught plenty of fish, and yeah, good stuff. I'm sure we're going to get a couple more tonight, and let's see if it'd be nice to. Final thing, would be nice to get one of the bigger fish. I don't know what our biggest one is, mid-30s. There are bigger in here. I think Nicky said there's a couple of 50s and a few 40s. So yeah, if we could get one of them, it would top off a good week. So all in all, I'll probably won't do it. I'll maybe do a wrap up if we get something well tonight. I'll do a wrap up when I get home. But nice one. We're at Forest Pool. Our last night. We've had a good week. See if we can get one more.